Hello, I'm Toycat and welcome back to the video. Today I have a slightly bizarre idea for a video because I'm going to be giving you a weapon guide for the stick in Minecraft. Because the thing about playing battle mode is you'll often, just be running across a chest and you realise, oh, the only thing of worthwhile in this chest is a stick. That's the only melee weapon I'm going to have. And today I wanted to answer the question of exactly how good is it? Is it worthless? Should you just throw it away and try and use your fist? Or is it a little bit better than that? Because there are different enchantments you can find and they all do have their own benefits. Today I'll be talking about what those are, how to use the stick, and all the sorts of things you'll want to know if you play battle mode and you want to try and use the stick to kill someone. So hopefully you do all enjoy this video. Hopefully it clears something up about the stick for you all. If it does, like the video, let me know because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like, again, the battle minigame videos. I've been doing quite a lot of these over the past few days, so I figured we'd chill and make a video about sticks today because, again, the stick is one of the most ridiculous items you can find, and in a lot of people's opinions, it is one of the worst items because the thing about the stick, so if we're going to use zombies, by the way, instead of players because my internet's just randomly disconnected, but yeah, zombies have the exact same health as a player and they just have 8% armor, so it's the equivalent of finding a player with like leather boots and a leather helmet. This is what a zombie is, and here's how many hits it takes to kill a zombie with a regular stick. It's going to take 20, sometimes 21, 22, depending on exactly how things go, but still, it takes a lot of hits to kill someone with a stick, and this is, someone who's not regenerating. Zombies don't regenerate health. If a player's regenerating health, odds are you're going to have to hit them 30 or so times before they die, and if they have any form of weapon to attack you with, they can kill you in probably more like 5 or 6. So, can you deal 30 hits of damage to someone before they can do more like 5 or 6? No, you can't. Not most of the time, unless you're amazing, or you've got like crazy magic striking skills. Either way though, you probably shouldn't rely on just having this, and even if you do, the stick by itself is entirely worthless. If you get the stick, you might as well throw it in a fight, you might as well drop it, because the inventory slot can be better used on literally anything else. Like, having a stick has no value added, so throw away the regular stick and just think about these other three, because all three of these sticks are valid weapons in their own ways. It just depends on what you're trying to use them for. So let's start with the sharpness stick, for instance. The sharpness stick does 1.75, I think it rounds up to 2 damage, which means that if you want to, you can actually kill a zombie in 9 hits. I think it had a critical hit there, but still, you can kill a zombie in 9 hits, or another player in 9 hits, if you do quite luckily. Actually, I think that was 10 right there. You can actually kill another player in 10 hits, which is something that is really, really, really quite cool. That's the equivalent of having like a wooden pickaxe, which isn't amazing, but given that this is a stick with sharpness on, it's actually pretty good, especially since that means if you're just fighting to the death someone with a fist, then if they just think you've got a stick, they're probably not going to be too worried, and boom, you can kill them in 10 hits, more than double as fast than if you just have a regular fist out. In fact, I think it's almost quadruple as fast. So yeah, that's a magical thing about the stick. It has 1.25 damage plus your fist 0.5, and it means that you can kill things relatively fast. Like if you're going into a fight with a sharpness stick and they have like a wooden sword, let's say, if you can just hit them twice as much as they hit you, you can win that fight, and that's not entirely unreasonable. If you're doing well enough battle mode, that's something that you can actually do. However, the kind of the downside to the sharpness stick is it really it's just one of the weakest weapons in battle. It's weaker than a wooden pickaxe, like I mentioned. It's only a little bit stronger than like a wooden shovel, and the reality behind having a stick is you might as well not. Like it just doesn't have the kind of use that you might think for it. So yeah, this is the stick right here. It's not too amazing. It probably could be, but it's just not today. So the sharpness stick, great weapon if you have nothing else and you really want to fight and you think you're amazing, but at that point you might be able to win a fist fight at that point, and even then it's better just to find someone, try and sneak them out, or try and just find some stuff on the floor. Just get anything better than this weapon because it's one of the weakest melee weapons in the game. So what about the other two sticks then? Because this video isn't entirely negative, because the fire aspect stick and the knockback stick, I think, are two of the most underrated weapons in battle. A lot of people just be like, that's just a stick with knockback on, but the thing is, it actually does have quite a bit of use. And what is that quite a bit of use then? So let me actually show you right here. First of all, the fire aspect stick. So the idea of the fire aspect stick is you can continually do damage to people while they're trying to attack you, while they think they should win, and if you can just keep them on fire, because every single time you hit them with fire aspect 1, you're going to do 3 points of damage to them, as well as your 0.5 damage, plus I think sometimes fire goes a little bit worse, plus you're scaring them, you're making them go through the little pain thing, which is something no one wants to go through. As long as they don't actually have a fire resistance potion, you can kill people in I believe it's something like 6 or 7 hits using a fire aspect stick like this. So boom, just like that, we've killed a zombie using fire aspect, and the really cool thing about this is because it's fire aspect, it will hit straight through most armor, which means even if you find someone with diamond armor, if you have a fire aspect stick and all they have is, nothing like their fists or even just a shovel or a pickaxe, if you can control the fight well enough, if you can hit them, run back, and keep them on fire constantly while taking very few hits yourself, you can actually manage to win that fight in its entirety, which is something I think is really cool. And yeah, that is the third of the sticks you'll find. The fire aspect stick does actually have some use, and it's something worth mentioning. However, the best stick in the game, in my opinion, has to be the knockback stick, because again, all of these sticks have the same advantage of people see you with a stick and they're like, it's ToyCat with a stick, let's go kill him. But the thing is, some of these sticks actually do have some use, and the knockback stick is the most terrifying, because again, people will underestimate you, and all it takes is 2 good hits for a knockback stick, and you can do some crazy stuff, like knock someone into lava, or knock someone off a high cliff. So let's show you, for instance, right here. Let's spawn in a zombie, and then let's knock him back twice. But if you can sprint before you go for the knockback, you'll do some serious knockback, and just like that, he's in the fire, and he's instantly dead. If anyone lands in fire, unless they have the potion, they're going to die, and given that most people don't have a fire resistance potion, it's an easy way to win a fight that you really shouldn't be able to win. And it kind of works the other way too. Like if you're on top of something really tall, people are going to come after you thinking, oh, this is another easy kill. But if you just have a knockback stick and you play your cards right, you can just be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to knock you off like this, and a single well-placed hit, oh, suddenly he's dead and he's fallen from full damage. So yeah, if you like having the death messages of, such and such died while trying to escape ToyCat, or your name, or such and such died, fell in love while trying to escape you, that is something you can do using both these sticks, and that is the really handy thing about the stick in Minecraft. It's the most underrated weapon. People look at it and they're not terrified, but using the sharpness stick, you might win a fight against someone with a shovel or a pickaxe or something weak. Using the fire aspect sword, you can stick, you can actually kill people with armor if you get your hits off right, and using the knockback stick, you can kill people with anything if you can just trick them into getting into a really bad position, and that is the beauty of the stick in Minecraft. It might seem like it sucks, and it does, but it doesn't suck as bad as a lot of people do think, and that is why next time you see a stick and there's nothing out and you don't have anything else, it's better to have a stick than nothing, sometimes considerably so. But anyway, that's all for today's video. I'm going to jump in the lava and let you enjoy the rest of the thing. I hope you did all enjoy this video. If you did, like it and let me know, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. I did have natural regeneration turned off this video, by the way. Probably shouldn't have done that, but you know, that's half the fun. And again, hopefully my internet comes back so I can upload this video. If you're seeing it, that means my internet has come back. Yay, isn't that exciting? And if you're not seeing this video, then I guess you can't leave a comment down below. So don't do that if you can't see the video. Anyway, yeah, that's enough for today. Hope you did all enjoy this. Hope you learned something about the stick, because I will see you in the next video. Bye.